I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. This ought to be kept. Opponent has been spotted a week ago, so before the Outburst ban, playing Dominazu. Holy macaroni, 2 Tarmogoyf, 2 Omnath, 2 Subtlety. This is not a zoo deck. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but it cuts Nishova Brawler, which I thought was crucial for the archetype. That said,
he's a phenomenal
we'll manage.
control player.
Although 2 Salty, kind of broken. I guess Preordain is to support those blue pitch cards. Geist of Sand Trapped, I have missed that. Oh, it's here in the sideboard, alongside 1 Remand and 2 Reprieve. Why don't you play mono Remand when you have Salties? Wouldn't that be better? There is not a huge amount of difference between Goyf and Brawler, is there? There is not, indeed. Schlumphy, thank you very much for 53 months of supporting my stream. Oh no, my Mycosynth Gardens. That's so bad. Their deck seems not to run Stubborn Denial though. We'll do this into Grazeros. Into what? Maybe I'm better off playing a Dryad. I'll cast 2 payoffs next turn then. Can block with Grazer and then with Kavu, so it's almost like having the ring protection. If villain wants to tribally flame my Dryad, I'm fine with that. But using the treasure, that is surprising, slightly. Maybe. Villain exile my commercial district. What are the tough matchups for Titan Amulet? It's Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon. If they have Sab, I just try again next turn, and the villain has no cards, so villain has to draw a burn spell. And has to be Tribal Flames, can't be Bolt. Okay. They wouldn't have subtlety, right? Chatting. Right. Seems like they indeed wouldn't. Fetch a bounce land here to cast the Onion Ring alongside killing them, just to make sure. And now we're up against Zoo. Zoo tends to hate on Saga's board. That's all they do. And sometimes they also hate on Pact, so let's just go with 2 Generous Entos, 2 hardcast monsters, they block well. Single target removal like Path to Exile. I love to Path to Exile my opponent's Titan. It's not too bad. No, it's pretty bad. But you know, this is a keep. This is where it shows my opponent's hand count and my hand count, I guess. You can also count here, so we don't need that, but it says that they have 6 cards in hand. It's pretty small, but you should be able to see it. They mult to 6 and then they mult to 5. Unless casting a Ragavan. No, casting a Preordained Way fetch land. Sick. 2 top. If you double top, is that lucky or unlucky? Because, you know, it's a question as old as time, I guess, but if they scry top, then they didn't need to scry. But they get a good draw. If they scry bottom, that means they used their card and drew a good card because of it, potentially. Or maybe they just got giga unlucky and drew a bad card anyways. Holy shit, has trample. That is horrible. Let's kill a ley line. Did they just not have Giganta in their deck at all? I think they didn't. I guess if they play Subtlety, then they don't. But I got trampled for 1 extra damage for no reason. I guess I want to explore. Like if I shoot like this. Maybe even play Ent next turn. Why are people playing Approach instead of Chandra again on Lotus Field? Well, my video has the approach lines explained, so even if it's old, you should be able to go back and look at it, even though it is old. It has all of it described. But you just cast 2 tutors to grab the approach, but yeah, some people like to fetch with the Grazer draw, I guess I'll cast the ring. Some people like to fetch with their approach with their Fey of Wishes. We see a yellow remand, okay. Anyone tried Mailing Machine Domain Zoo? Yeah, often they play it. Next turn I can double ring. Should I have, like, this is a pretty counterspell heavy deck. Should I have Greed against them? Maybe. Maybe Greed is better than Ents. Oh, it has Trample. I blocked the wrong one. Holy shit again. No, I actually go to 10. That matters. 9 even. Well, I would be at 10. That doesn't matter then. Does the opponent have any hope of defeating this Generous Ent? Unfortunately, I'm afraid they do. Wild Nakatal with 4 suspicious subtlety mana. Phone of Negation. But like I need to beat their sub next turn still, likely. Which is a problem. Ooh, no attacks. That's a sign of strength. Alright, I think I don't beat sub, so I'll Summer's Pact for Titanos. Okay, so they are indeed a counterspell deck. I should just, instead of generously enting them, They didn't seem to have like too much Saga punishes either. Force of Vigor. Vigor Poison? No, they do have a lot. Let's have 2 defense grinds. I think Grazer is pretty strong. I guess Revenge, I don't want to have too many Summer's Pacts. I keep. Feel like Sub has doubled in popularity recently.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Sub doubled in popularity.
Wow, nearly 3 years. Happy to see you playing Amulet Titan consistently.
It's popular because it's strongest Titan, yeah. Dog Dread, thank you for nearly 3 years of subbing to my channel. I appreciate that. This time they mulliganed to 6 and did not mulligan further by putting a ley line into play. I play Saga into defense grind. I'm gonna make a construct. Enduring. Okay, they pitch Fawn, pitching Salty, that's good. Could kill my Saga, but then they set themselves back, so not a huge issue. Territorial Kavu. Holy shit, that's pretty lucky. Don't want to play the Amulet now. Little benefit. I'll jump with the Construct instead. Give myself 5 life. I jump block with my tiny little small dwarf like construct. Villain did discard binding, probably short on mana. Then also didn't play a land pre-combat for make the cow 5/5, so clearly missing on mana. Found a land, presumably. Played a wild Nakatal. Play the Ringos. Probably get remanded. Holy shit, they cannot remand because they don't have a blue mana. But they remand anyways. What a choice that was to create a yellow remand. So I'll have a counter for my ring, then, you know, it's gonna be sketchy. Even binding on Amulet is pretty bad. I don't know, how many counters can a peasant have? I play Fog. Fog resolved. Well, I'm glad to see that. Foggers. Omega Fog. Will they find a Surveil land to improve their draw? How you thought about it, Chad, that if you Surveil over a useless fetch land, it's like you drew a card, so it's just kind of insane for a land to say tap draw a card. Or rather ETB draw a card. Fetchable land. What's that? 4 mana? Force of Vigor on my amulets. Fair. They don't attack, so they want to keep their cards. I draw. Play under Fog. Draw. Play Amuletos. Will Territorial Kavu attack now? I copy Amuletos. Villain binds. I Boseiju binding. I copy successfully. I play bounce Landos. Should I bounce DT West? Probably not. I cast Explore. I play bounce Landos. I play Dryados. They're gonna have Sub and then Tribal Flames, then I'll die, but hopefully that's not gonna happen. I want to keep the Dryad on top. Does it help in any way? Let's say I do. Then I bounce Kavu. I have to say Zoo with subtlety is much harder than Zoo without subtlety, so I'm like making some major moves here, but it might all be to just die to the 5 damage burn spell, which I would prefer not to happen. Titan is such a sick deck. Well, let's see if it's sick enough. Kavu, that's fair. Have another one of those subtleties now? I sure hope not. Bolt is enough. Yeah, but Bolt is also not in their post-board deck, so I'm not worried about that. Explore is solid. Okay, we beat Counter Magic now. Even if it's another sub. I just power through it. So greed was pretty good, made my opponent pitch, you know, the form that otherwise would have countered my ring. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. How many subs they play? Pitch 1 to 4. I mean, I don't know how many. But clearly they play them. So, you know, they did fetch main phase to have 4 mana up for an instant, so. Given that I can freely just afford to play around subtlety here, I'm doing that. Well, around through rather. Seems like they drew all 3. So yeah, perhaps their decklist from a week ago had 3 subs total, 1 in the sideboard, 2 in the main deck. Seems like at least that's the case. Maybe they even have the 4th one somewhere. I have to say it looks pretty reasonable, although Zoo is not the best at using the pitch spells I had to guess, because it doesn't really have card advantage in it. But you know, sometimes you just need to pitch and then like you have Ragavan treasures to hold the leftover. You have Ragavan treasures to hold up your leftover subtlety. Rhinos didn't have card advantage either, TBH, fair. You don't actually need card advantage to have set bound, like, pitch spells, because they are just too good to hardcast. Like, subtlety is better to hardcast than it is to pitch, but you can pitch it. Just don't understand why people don't concede at this point. Well, then your imagination is pretty well endowed, because my opponent did scoop at this very moment. This is just explore and nothing else. I think we can do better on 6. I was right. Let's put back Grazer. Last scene deck of the day. Goryo's Vengeance. And blue cards have obviously have immunity. Like, it is just known that Brainstorm is OP, but it's just gonna be in Legacy. Keep this, seems like a good card to have on top. The best card of the MH3 spoiler is Loelia, and no one talks about it. Plenty people do. Holy shit, they mill Atraxa with the backstreet. If they reanimate with Vengeance, I'm going to be so mad at Shadowy backstreet. And blue decks seem to be generally well liked. I think by magicians all around the world. Imagine having Azusa. What would I do with Azusa? Well, not summon her. I don't think it's literally done Muser lacking blue. It's a weird way to frame it. Holy shit, villain has Vengeance turn 2 into Ephemerate? That's so unfair. Can blink Atraxa. I have the ring, so it's kind of a fair fight. I need to pee.
He's a phenomenal control player.
14-month Thoros Canipogas.
Grim, thank you very much. Also the fact that, you know, they acknowledged... Where's my amulet? They acknowledged that the ban... The Poe Masters didn't happen, but just, you know, acknowledge that many have such a desire. I don't know, it doesn't sound unreasonable to me. What they get with the Atraxa triggers? Grief and Thoughtseize. Ephemerate Martial Soul to touch. Grief Thoughtseize. Ephemerate. Marsh Flats. Solitude, Touch, Grief, Thoughtseize. They also said they want to reward the way stickers work IRL. Sure. Otawara, Griselbrand. Holy shit, tracking the shit on model is rough. In paper too, probably. Curious. Touch. This exiles the ring? That's crazy. I think the frustration is that the anti-brainstorm card is at its best alongside brainstorm. Such is life, indeed. Like, that's gonna be true. Just go as a Griselbrand, getting a shit ton of life, can throw their entire deck. I don't know if I went through that. Maybe I don't. Played Otawara. I'll let my opponent attack me for a 14 and then like... Probably... I don't know. Just gain 14 extra. What's the Ephemerate? My hands get discarded. Then I probably need to free the ring. I think my opponent's skillfulness when it came to flipping Traxa was a bit too much. I think if I draw well on my ring, I can win. Because the best I can do is they can kill my amulet and destroy my hand, but I'll still have stuff. Left over. Because villain like can draw their deck, but like there's nothing in their deck, right? Well then I guess I'll have to beat like 3 solitudes too. Which maybe will prove to be impossible in the end. Like let's say the Blink Griselbrand, I keep But then they don't kill my amulet. We'll see. They don't want to draw further. Interesting. I can hit my ring if I try to draw now. Not interested. Fair. Titan. I think my opponent wants to keep a soul to the ephemerate, thinking they can't lose or something. I guess I can touch my amulet now. Maybe I made a mistake. Not an issue. Maybe villain will turn out to have a yellow remand in hand. Could have played down the ring. Amulet. Probably should have. Actually might be kind of fatal not to do that. Because now I can't Mr. Beast ever. Ay. I mean, I drew 4 cards with ring, so like I top decked, yeah, I guess. Messed up though. Oh, I can't win now. Should play my 4th amulet. I need the 4th amulet to win here. Well, to have a shot at winning. Now I have no window to play the 4th amulet. So there's one more way to solve it. It's to Mycosynth Gardens, Gruul Turf. Of course, my opponent can just use their card Finally Touch of the Spirit Realm, but hopefully they will not do that. Yeah, they're just not interested in touching ever. Now the touch line is more straightforward. What's the touch line? Okay, I survive. Well, do I? No, I do. No way you can tab ring copy like that, yeah. You need like Mycosynth Gardens to enter the battlefield tapped. It's and like it was only good when you have 3 or more amulets, so it's not common, but it's available. Best I can do this turn. Not too great, but ay. Powerful turn, kinda, not really. So I'm assuming soul to the ephemerate. Playing Atraxa again. You don't get protection, yeah. I got protection from the one I cast. But of course you don't cast it, so you don't get protection. Oh, I guess they kept touch to pitch to have solitude. They bling attacks now. They decided to draw way fewer cards with Griselbrand than I expected. Flapped Goraios. Ephemerate. How many ephemerates? There is 2. They flipped an extra one, so it's probably deeper in their deck. And it's impossible to tell. Keep track of all this shit. Don't love the aspect of like reveal 40% of the deck and then like ask villain to keep track of that. Choose Ephemerate, Prismatic Ending, Grief, and Pull at Delta. I guess they can Grief and draw step Grief. That's fine if they draw step Grief. Kill one of my amulets, only leaving me with 3. Sad. Black, blue. Elo. No siema. I only packed it once on the previous turn. I probably shouldn't have made 2 Titans. I don't know, maybe it was fine to make 2 Titans, make them spend an Ephemerate. We'll see, we're gonna have the Mirrorpool in play. Some protection, Mr. Beast. Then 3 Dryads that can each individually kill. Kept mana up. Jeden, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time for Mr. Beast. Holy shit, I probably will keep priority the entire turn to like make sure they time their funky spell correctly. Only have 2 Dryads left. Let's see if I can win through their protection. I probably can. Holy crap. How do you take turns like that in paper? In paper it's much easier. Just like put the lands into play and then you like all untap them, all the ones you say like I add 15 mana to my mana pool. Like it's so easy in paper. Like what's the problem, right? Just put the lands in a pile separate and then you say alright, those untap. Untap them once, say okay, I add like 24 mana. Untap them, tap them once again, 48, and like you tap the last few you want to tap before bouncing, you write down 55 mana and you just go from there. And I ask my opponent, do you want me to keep track of the colors? And they typically are intimidated and they don't care. My opponent just nods. Well, what else are they supposed to do? If I win this, it's like solely because my opponent didn't take the opportunity to touch my ring. to stop me, but I guess he didn't know my hand, kinda. It's probably pretty obvious that they should have. Holy shit, it's so slow. Really no time for game 3. Well, it's game 1, but like, you know, won't have time for game 3. Yeah, I don't use dice when playing Amulet ever. I just write down my mana. It's like you don't produce mana in a way where I'd find that you don't produce mana in a way where I need dice. Like in Lotus, it's much easier to track with dice because your mana changes a lot and you like cast Spore on tap, you like add 6. Then that's easier to represent with the dice, but so much counterplay. Well, my opponent had plenty of counterplay, they just didn't take their opportunities. Maybe I should just ask them on the forum to add in auto stack Amulet triggers, just to like have an option, some like option that you toggle. Where's my ring on taps? I'm getting so much better at piloting Amulet thanks to your video. Thank you. Enjoy. Oh, holy shit. I'm missing on tap. It doesn't actually matter to float all of that mana. Oops. I miss a haste on Mr. Beast. It's fine. Fire and war. Oh, oh. Where's Vesuva? Here. Markotech, I don't know what you're talking about because I'm going to win this game extremely easily. Ice Reveal. Cool. Never had an easier game of Magic the Gathering. Copying Grazer would have been better for content, but slower for triggers, so... It's kind of spooky that I only have 3 Dryads in my deck today. Slightly higher chance that I run out of threads, but... Like in paper, if I wouldn't be constrained by model, I would probably could make every creature I had left lethal. 2, so that would have been pretty good. Don't like defense greed. Can just hit there. The animation, then they can't even get to the point. Damn, this song bangs. Canister's password is Hideo Kojima is genius 123. Come on, don't post it. Those games will be uploaded on YouTube later on. Quite likely. I have Otawara. Not Otawara, I have Saga Grit Endurance. It kind of doesn't do anything though. Can't even cast Endurance. What size there? Take my amulet without thinking. I did once accidentally post my MTGO password in a Twitch chat while copy-pasting it from the password manager. How did that story end? I changed it and nothing happened. Cool. It would be a little bit unfortunate if my opponent go Rios when I don't have turn the earth mana, but... Griselbrand the graveyard. Holy shit, brace yourselves. Nope. Okay, Falaji is fine. 2 Griselbrands in the graveyard. Can get Bog. Because I can't really make a construct anyways. RFMite. Emrakul. Why did I Bog? No spell. Flip Emrakul. That's funny. Grief, Gorayo. Okay, so now they can have Gorayo. Villain Pukt. Took Gorayo, okay. Emrakul idea is kind of weird. NGL, agree. Let's see if they sewers an Emrakul into the graveyard. Nope. Top deck. Maybe they can have double Goraya to play around my turn the earth. No, they discarded a Goraya. Maybe I should have picked up Bog. Do I feel that Bog is still good in the meta, Kani? Well, I've seen Living in the X5 also. Yeah. I think Bog is fine Against Merktide, if you play with sweepers, cut Saga. Like, it's still a land, so it's useful. Failed to mill a creature again. Game is looking fine. If the face plays Taunt, I still go face. Okay. Traxa Emrakul. Well, maybe they have double. Let's play around double vengeance. Gonna bounce Emrakul with Otawara. Just like that because they still get the Atraxa. They like vengeance Atraxa now. I guess I can also Otawara. They can also protection from spells. No one. No, I can't ephemerate Emrakul. Touch Emrakul. Okay, maybe that's a tiny bit awkward. I think they grabbed the touch earlier, right? So we actually knew about it. I can just take a hit from Emrakul, that's fine. Would have expected that. Well, as I said, it's a pain to crack all the cards. But like, we get hit by an Emrakul and then so what, right? It's no problem. Then my opponent dies on the subsequent turn. Well, I had 10 in the earth, but I was wondering what happens if my opponent has double vengeance. Then I would die. 5 minutes. Chad, I'm winning this game. What are you talking about? Please. I'm clearly ahead right here. Like, villain has 1 card in hand. What are they supposed to do? Don't really want to draw that. Skip. Scry the bottom. That would be nice. +1/+1 counter on Falagi. This card is so good. Falagi Archaeologist is so insane in that deck. Throw it at him, not me. There's an Emrakul non-bow with their deck. It does have a certain degree of awkwardness. So we could shuffle ourselves to not draw Hanweir. That's exactly what we did, yeah. Puts a +1/+1 counter on it again. What a card. think Solitude is actually pretty bad in their deck. It's like it doesn't show up in most games where you actually win. So I think it probably should have been voted out. Because like, not really solituding Titans, are you? Can have Otawara up. I guess I can just Kessig +4, and that's what, 12? Mycosynth likes Slayers more because of more mirrors. I don't understand that. What makes Slayers better in a mirror? Because you still win, and in fact in the mirror I prefer to have the option to kill through ring. And it's just been better all that, like... I don't remember noticing that I lose any game because I had Mirrorpool, but I had Mirrorpool be in my hand and be good many times. I should have kept 2 mana for turn the F, yeah, whatever. They clearly didn't have anything left. And I had to force, well, we already forced the Falagi block. Prosgora is so bad, it's pretty bad I think, although game 1 my opponent definitely threw. Yeah, upkeep copy with Valakut wins through the ring protection. And then also just utility is much higher. Let's keep. We just won a bounce land. So I think cutting Kessig Wolf Run would be really good. Just will it happen like in a functional way? To prismatic ending. I want to transmute for anything, like under Pact. Seems like a no counter magic deck, so I could just like double Pact for. Probably I don't want to transmute. Get to Titan next turn with Boseiju up anyways. I keep Forest in my hand for when Amulet gets destroyed, but I have Boseiju for that. Dryad bounce land coming in MH3. What does that even mean? Dryad bounce lands. Seek the Beast. It's a mid-range deck. Counterspell Preorder. Holy shit, he's playing Counterspell Seek the Beast. What a combination. If I knew it was a grinding deck, I probably would have fetched Saga to play Saga. He just passes with Counterspell, then seemed good to do. Bounceland can fetch of Pact. Oh, I see. Yeah, assuredly that's going to be released. Irritation. No, cast Questing Druid. Mark Tobias. It sure does seem like we're playing against Mark. Okay, let's just start casting Titans each turn. Oh, so what about Cavern of Souls? What about it? Very clearly he had Counterspell earlier, so expecting that to happen. Lamar. Any subtleties? No. Okay. I top. What did he play? Bolt, Preordain? Sure missed that Cavern of Souls. Holy shit, I would have caverned so hard. Top you lose? I don't think so. It's quite 2 bottom with Preordain, so he has no counterspell for sure. DCR. Can have Unholy Heats for my Titans now. That would be sad. Threads down main deck and he throws it away. That's crazy. Then he considers. No, he has counterspell. We flipped one with Questing Druid, so. I mean, what harm can a single Stomping Ground do, though? Oh, there's no second subtleties on Holy Heat, chat. It's obvious. You are really this bad at taking the hint.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Alright, I think I die. If you keep a card on top, no, mill to a graveyard. Mill the Preordain, that's a bit weird because, like... I guess you are looking for a heat, you don't have the heat yet. Put the card on top, alright, we died. No one holy heats, you say? Well, I didn't say that. I don't think I Storm's Wrath. Alright, skip Enduro.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Guys? Can I slice some potatoes? Okay. Thanks.
Thank you for slicing the potatoes. It was very, very nice, very kind of you. This is weak to Ragavan, doesn't have a follow-up, has a Titan, drops an Amulet and then chills. I think you can do better. This is not better than I don't know what it is. Oh no, pick your poison. They've cut all these sagas. Pick your poison is broken. It's pretty strong. I'm not sure if I would necessarily call it broken, but it sure feels like when I'm getting this. Oh, pierdolę. Probably shouldn't have played my Saga on turn 1.
Control player.
For the on the off chance I draw Mycosynth. So 1 mana kill Murktide. It is broken. That is true. They do enjoy killing Murktide. It's funny because you'd think a Murktide player would like the card Murktide, but they actually hate it. All they want to do is to kill it. Bro, just countered my Explorer Lamau. Still, it's gonna be rough. Gonna pick my puzzle again. I expected that. Holy shit, didn't even ask me. Just took it from me. I will not let you counter my spell. I go out on my own terms. Cringe. Villain has been last spotted playing Crouching Footfalls.
Control player.
An amulet, also known as a good luck charm or phylactery, is an object believed to confer protection upon its possessor. The word amulet comes from the Latin word amuletum, which Pliny's natural history describes as an object that protects a person from trouble. Anything can function as an amulet. Items commonly so used include statues, coins, drawings, plant parts, animal parts, and written words.
Wait, anything can function as an amulet? That changes everything for my deck. It's actually a huge deal. Can my Hanweir Battlements act as an amulet? I sure hope so, and also thank you FlxX for subscribing. Wow, Charlotte's Agent. Flipped. Force of Negation. Okay, let's make a prediction. Match prediction. 30 seconds. Will villain phone the ring? Yes or no? Predict. Place your points. Villain didn't. Will villain go land, leyline my ring, play more arenas? No, suspend Outbear, suspend Rhinos, play agent, that's fine. I mean, I say fine, but actually I am shooting my pants, but I need to draw something in my free draw steps now. That's not something. Oh, that is not something either. 16, 18, 18, 20, so we do die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17, yes. Although I can Boseiju an agent. That's a start, but holy shit, they nerfed Rhinos, but it's actually still the best deck ever. That's insane. No trade binder, hopefully not. No Fire Ice. Fire Ice kills me too. Because I draw first. I think. Only 9 mana, unfortunately, so I died to subtlety. Fuck those green creatures. Holy shit, John Stark. Stop with the hate. Is it time to start running Void Mirror, lol? It is in fact not the time to start running Void Mirror. When's the deadline for submitting a decklist for Prague? I don't know. Personally, so can be of no help. Canister, why Kessig over Sunhome? Because Mirrorpool is better. I am going to Prague, yeah. I'm gonna Prague real hard. Why is Endurance in my deck? That's not supposed to be there. When is Prague? In 2 weeks. Salty just everywhere. Sad emoji. Yeah. Free counter magic. Extremely strong. Oh, this can be fine. What is 10 the R4? It's the best against Goraios. Functions well enough against Living End too. And Mill. But it's mostly Goraios. There is a lot of Goraios in the format. It cannot be taken by Grief, so it's very strong. Yeah, it's in Modern. Need to draw like a bounce line into the Onion Ring. I guess just a bounce line is gonna be pretty good. Although unfortunately I have drawn the Battlements, but that's fine. Maybe villain is gonna bind. Shrine of Draco, sure.
He's a phenomenal control player.
So I prefer not to copy if I draw Crumbling Vestige. Thank you for all great videos, learned a lot. Enjoy! I hope you'll take your knowledge and utilize it well. Ardent player, that's good for me. We just need any land to cast Storm's Wrath and a bounce land to win. And Crumbling Vestige to win too. Ooh, that is not pretty. You do what you got to do. Oh, Lotus Petal, yeah. Opponent has Dispute in their deck post board. That doesn't signal a sideboard that's like very well equipped to handle Titan. The worst would be if my opponent like plays Rhinos and binds my Amulet and I struggle, but hopefully that's not gonna happen. Playa, mill over a binding. They might have Boseiju too. I probably was supposed to upkeep Summoner's Pact for a bounce land because like I need a bounce land to play, but like just kind of unlucky draw, I think. I mean, we kept a pretty rough one and then like failed to draw out of it. Unlucky really. 2-2 this time.